Good morning. So it is the start of day 4. We just docked in Belize. Um, Today's kind of sucky. So was yesterday. Probably going to wonder where Holly is in a lot of the video. Unfortunately, she tested positive for COVID. So she's quarantined to her room. I am not testing positive. I don't have any symptoms. So I got to go about my day. We're just kind of waiting now for our tenders to get going. We have to meet at 7:40 down in Imperial Lounge. We're going to a private island to do some snorkeling, so that'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, so not a lot of footage from yesterday just because I was taking care of Holly. We're not exactly sure where she got it from, but started showing symptoms on day 2, and then day 3 she just was miserable, didn't go on the excursion, and then decided to contact medical once they were open in the afternoon. They tested her and positive, so she made it this far without getting it, and then of course it finally snuck up to her. But they gave her some medicine, a lot of bed rest, and free room service and Wi-Fi. We'll talk about that experience later on. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video from today. Heading back to meet Holly's family and the breakfast over at Windjammer, and then we're gonna get going.
Again, as always, thank you for clicking on the video, and if you do enjoy it, we would love if you would like and subscribe to the video. We are trying to grow the channel actively, so just really hopping right into it. We went down to Studio B and we got some stickers for what tender would be going on, kind of hung out. It was set up for ice skating for the day, and then shortly after that we headed on down and got on our tender boat that would take us into Belize. I do apologize. It did get a little foggy going from inside of the ship to outside the ship. Humidity, it is a thing. It was about a 20 to 30 minute tender ride from the Adventure of the Seas to Belize City, but it wasn't too bad, especially with the breeze blowing in, at least on the boat in the morning. Once we got closer to Belize City, we ended up getting off at the port area and heading over to a line where they advertised kind of the menu that we were going to see at the restaurant we were stopping at later in the day. They gave us our wristbands, and they also kind of just had us sign some basic waivers before we enjoyed our day.
Alright, so we just got a purple wristband for sharks and rays. May adjust the brightness.
There was not a lot of airflow on this boat during the day. So we were very fortunate to be near the front of the ship, also with the windows cracked open. So when it was moving, we got a nice solid breeze coming through.
Two people, you can do better than that. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. That's more like it. Welcome to beautiful, warm, and sunny Belize today. Woo.
We had a nice short little cruise that took us to a shallow reef area where we did some swimming and snorkeling with some sharks and some stingrays. Once we got where we were going to do our first round of snorkeling, they anchored the ship and they began kind of feeding both the sharks and the stingrays. Before you get too concerned, these were non-aggressive sharks that were not known for attacking humans. So if that's something that you're worried about, please rest at ease. It shouldn't be anything you're worried about while going snorkeling on this excursion. Once you got far enough away where they were actively feeding the sharks, the water was very clear and very beautiful. They had a very large group of people doing this activity all at once, so we were a little concerned that it'd be a little too overwhelming. But honestly, plenty of space to spread out, do your own individual snorkeling without feeling like you were kind of being crushed by everyone else. They also had some of the guides holding on to some of the sharks and also doing some free diving and collecting conch shells off of the kind of seabed and showing it off to us. And it was such an awesome, well done experience. I highly recommend it all. After we'd spent plenty of time with the sharks and the stingrays, we packed back up into the boat and moved over to a much deeper part of the reef. Here, we actually got to see a lot of different varieties of coral and also some very diverse fish that were hanging out in the coral as well. We broke into about 3 different groups and formed a giant circle so that we weren't kind of clustering in on top of each other, and slowly worked our way around the reef so we all had our turn in each area and worked our way back to the boat.
How was it, Paul? Did you do this again?
It was good. I'd do it again.
Chris, how was it?
It was amazing. Oh yeah.
Blaine, no one cares about you.
Is fermented blackberry wine. Locally made in Belize.
I don't want to do it.
As part of the excursion, we went over to what is called the Lazy Lizard on a private island and enjoyed lunch. It was not included in the excursion, and none of the drinks there were included either. Overall, the food was really nice. I do kind of wish for the cost of the excursion that this also was included, especially since we didn't really have another option. We were just kind of forced on this private island. After hanging out at the island for about an hour or so, we headed back towards Belize City and then hopped back on the tender and headed back to the ship. It had been a pretty long day, so right after we got back to the ship, we got changed and headed to dinner. It was Italian night, and there was a lot of really fun and interesting dishes. After dinner, we headed over to the early ice show. I didn't include many of the songs because it was all from the Beatles and kind of avant-garde. But I didn't want to get copyright striked, so enjoy some of the other music that I can lay over it. As always, it was a Royal Caribbean ice show, and it was just fantastic. We really enjoyed it. And next we head over to the Love and Marriage game show.
Well, that was horrendous energy. Let's try that again. Lyric theatre, how are we doing tonight? Yes! Now please remember, this is a game show and you are a live studio audience. Alright, so this is our Love and Marriage game show. Now the way this is going to work, we have 6 beautiful chairs here. We're going to look for 3 married couples. So, love and marriage, love and marriage.
First question. Now, Jensen, imagine that you were stranded on a deserted island with who, from your wife's side of the family, you would not want to be stuck on that island with.
Her sister Jennifer.
Her sister Jennifer. Who you would not want to be stuck on the island with.
Can I pick 2?
Oh. Gina, I'm going to make it a little bit easy for you. From her side of the family, dead or alive, who you would not want to be stuck on that island with.
My dead brother-in-law.
Okay, here we go. The first question I asked your husbands is to imagine that they were stranded on a deserted island. I asked them, from your lady's side of the family, who they would not want to be stuck on that island with. From your lady's side. We're going to start with the honeymooners first. Jessica, what do you think John said?
He doesn't want to be stuck with my sister.
That is a match! Give each other a kiss.
I would say my stepmother, Cheryl.
From your side of the family, dead or alive, who he would not want to be stuck on that island with.
My brother, Brandon.
Hi, how's it going? It's Keenan from Holiday with the Hartmans. We're coming at you from kind of in the future here. So this is the end of the day for Belize City. It was honestly a great time. Coming into the port, I was a little worried because I heard how amazing everything was for snorkeling around there. And close to it, the water looked a little murky. It is a city. But as soon as we kind of got further away, the water just was absolutely gorgeous. We started off in a very shallow area, and we went snorkeling with some stingrays and some sharks. They slowly kind of fed them, so they came into the area. They held them so we could interact with them and kind of pet them. It was so much fun. I could not recommend this kind of snorkeling event any higher than I possibly can. If you're wanting to do something like this, we booked it directly through Royal Caribbean. It was the shark and stingray snorkeling excursion, and it was awesome. We were right up there with them, and not the best boat we've ever been on for an event, but overall it was a really great time. And then after that, we went over to some of the reef area. I was a little sad. I wish it was a little more bright and colorful, but overall it was a really cool area and just had a great time. I made the mistake of having a battery that died on me on my GoPro, so I ended up having to get out of the water, threw it to my brother-in-law Chris, and he kept recording for a little bit. They wouldn't let me get back into the water after I got out in the reef area, which was a little frustrating. They said there wasn't a lot of time left, so they just wanted to keep me on board the boat. Whatever, we'll move on from there. We got back and it was Italian night. All the food was delicious. I tried to throw the names of the items up there as I kind of showed them on screen. Royal Caribbean, they definitely have a lot of specialty dining options, but their main dining room as a whole is really good. You're not going to be sad there. And then after that, we caught the ice show. I absolutely love that Royal has the ice shows on board their ships. I haven't really seen that on other Carnival or Norwegian. I haven't even seen the option for ice shows on those ships, so it's definitely one thing that Royal has over those other brands. And then finally, of course, the Love and Marriage game show. I just included a little bit of that. I didn't want to spoil the entire show and all the questions that they do, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed that. Really great day overall. Again, fortunately, Holly having COVID, it was really unfortunate because she couldn't kind of come with us and enjoy all of those things. I actually recorded the entire Love and Marriage show so that we can watch it later on, because those are some of her favorite things to do, is go and just check out some of the fun shows in the theater or whatever else is going on the ship. But overall, Belize, we're definitely going to have to go back again and do some more snorkeling, just so that we can kind of enjoy it with Holly and myself. I hope some of the footage from today was great, and I hope you really enjoyed the video overall, and it gave you a real feel for some of what you can do around Belize City if you do this excursion. So again, as always, thank you for clicking on the video. If you liked what you watched, please like it and subscribe. We're really trying to get more often and regular on producing these videos. We have a trip to Alaska coming up in a couple of months, so I'm trying to get caught up on all my cruises before that happens. We have 4 more cruises planned in the near future, going to some places we've never gone before, and some cruise lines that we've never done before either. So please click subscribe if you want to check those out, and we would love if you have any questions about anything you saw in the video, and I'll try and answer them as quickly as possible. So thank you very much. We hope you have a great day. Until the next one.